For this video, I want to go over a couple things for you to remember when it comes to positive and negative numbers, and I'm also going to work a couple example problems. First thing that I think that you should remember is when working with fractions, they can be written different ways. I can have positive 1 over negative 3, and that's going to be the same thing as negative 1 over positive 3. And I could have the negative sign on the outside of the fraction, so negative 1/3. But all of these have a value of negative 1/3. And I would prefer that you always write it this way or this way. Try not to have a negative number in the denominator. Another one to keep in mind is when working with exponents. Let's say I have negative 3 squared, and I also have negative 3 squared. So I'd both read these as negative 3 squared, but in this case, my base is 3. So I'm going to be doing the opposite of 3 squared. Here, I'm going to be doing negative 3 squared, so negative 3 times negative 3. So first, I'm going to find 3 squared, which is 9, and the opposite of 9 is negative 9. Here I have negative 3 times negative 3, which would be 9. So, remember, when it's written like this, my base is 3, not negative 3. Here my base is negative 3 because it's in the parentheses and the exponent is on the outside. Now let's simplify an expression. I'm going to be using the order of operations. Let's say I have negative 6 plus 4 times negative 2 minus 18 divided by negative 2. So I'm going to follow the order of operations. So I'm going to take care of my multiplication and division first. So that would be negative 6 plus 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 minus 18 divided by negative 2 is negative 9. So now I have nothing but subtraction and addition. So subtraction and addition. And I'm going to go from left to right. So negative 6 plus negative 8 is a negative 14. Now remember, minus and negative is the same thing as saying plus the opposite, or plus positive. So that's the same thing as saying plus 9. And negative 14 plus 9 is negative 5. So this expression here simplifies to negative 5. Now let's evaluate an expression. Let's say I have x squared minus 2y plus x times y. And x is equal to negative 3 and y is equal to 4. So in this problem here, I'm evaluating for when x is negative 3 and y is 4. So I'm going to substitute those values in and then simplify using the order of operations. So the first thing I want to do is to substitute in the x with negative 3. Now remember, x is the base and x is negative 3, so I want to make sure that my base is negative 3. So I put it in parentheses. So negative 3 squared minus 2 times 4 plus negative 3 times 4. Sometimes using the parentheses might help you keep it organized. That's one thing I like to do. You don't have to use the parentheses. So negative 3 squared, all right, I'm using the order of operations. I take care of my exponents first, is 9. So now I have 9 minus 2 times 4 plus negative 3 times 4. Now I'll take care of my multiplication and division. I just have multiplication here. So 9 minus 2 times 4 is 8 plus negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. And 9 minus 8 is 1 plus negative 12. And 1 plus negative 12 is negative 11. So again, when substituting in the values, especially when using the exponents, make sure that you remember what the base is.